If you could, everyone, please just take a quick moment and hit the like button, the subscribe, and kindly do share this video because it's going to be, this is a super important video. And there's so many people out there right now, all of your loved ones that are asking and wondering, you know, when is this medbed technology coming out? What can I do to help heal? You know what? This is the show that you want to share with everyone. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the beautiful Julia. She is a scientist, a writer, and she represents a team of scientists of the Rezotone USB device, which we just showed you right here. Rezotone USB key was created in 2011 with the help of a benevolent angelic race, and Julia's going to tell us all about it. So Julia, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm here, yes, and I will be happy to explain this really miracle, amazing technology.
I know you want to also discuss the benefits and the technology behind
the med bed in a pocket.
Yeah, the star of the show right here today is the Rezotone. Where would you like to start with that?
Okay, we can start from the beginning, actually. It's actually a very interesting story. What happening that my introduction to this scientist was 15 years before I meet them. And it was in high dimensional place. And it was 2 times through the night dream. And I, wake up from first time at 1:30 at night, 13, and it was on day 13, and it's in my book actually. And they tell me name of the inventors. It was 2 inventors. They tell me their name, and they ask me to remember them. So what happening is that this high dimensional race, and scientists only call them angels. They only believe in God and angels, God creator. They choose me for this technology, to represent this technology, because very high vibration, and it's, in harmony with their vibration. Mm-hmm. So this is what happening from this beginning. And first time, I'm with this scientist, with this so many groups of scientists already more than 15 years. But when I saw first time this Rezotone, and I plugged to the wall, and I was in big high-rise building, those moments I will never forget, because, it's like all room feels extremely crystal clean. I never know before that we have so much fog, the smoke, around this, electromagnetic smoke. Mm-hmm. So I always check myself at first,
Hang on one second. Can you do the screen share? I want everybody to see. This is so extraordinary. The angelic race that Julia is talking about, you have to actually visually see it. Okay, so real quick, let's just go to the top. You can see right here in the top example. And this is on, you can get all this from Julia's website. Again, the links are in the description. This gives you an example of, it says, this little device right here, the Rezotone, protects a family-sized house when it's plugged into a charger. So you can literally see how it radiates and protects everything in and around the house. The next one shows you.
That's one hell of a house.
That is.
It's like the best tree house I've ever seen. Holy crap.
For real. This key protects around people, your own magnetic field. And I want to talk to you about this, Julia. And it says when it's turned off. And I want to ask you about that in a second. But Julia, the blue sphere, you said that is the angelic race, the benevolent angelic race that is actually working with you and the scientists. Is that correct?
Yes. This is the picture of these angels. This is the picture, and they 24 hours, 24/7 in contact with scientists, they talking with them for many years. And, it's extremely high dimensional race. Military calls them from angelic realm. And, they have so many different kind of technologies, not only Rezotone, but I mean, you can, what interesting with our scientists, sometimes you can call him one day, second day, third day, he not in contact with anyone, because vibrations so high, so special. So in order to work with them, he not mixing with people in their low energy, I can say, So it's such a precious, these angels. And maybe I should tell you now, because at first it was like a secret. What happening is that one customer, she sent me a letter. Julia, I received Rezotone, all good, but I'm big woman. I think maybe she like basketball player, I'm big, and I want that Rezotone will be stronger, and it's not strong enough for me. Wow, I don't know what to say. I say I will ask, creators. So I call to them and I say, this is the situation. What to do? And they say, oh, very easy. She should talk with Rezotone. I say, what do you mean to talk with Rezotone? Yes, she should talk with Rezotone and tell that you want to have stronger programs. So, well, I sent to her letter and I think what she will answer me. You know what? After 1 day, she sent me a letter. I'm so happy. I did talk with Rezotone. It's such a strong, such a good. I have such a good sleep. I'm absolutely happy. And I thought, oh my God. After this, I told to managers and I say, if something like this, people need to talk to Rezotone. So managers start talk to Rezotone, and we start to find what's happening and tell to some customers. So one man, he cannot sell his huge house, and it's like 8 months, no one buyer at all. And of course, lockdown and everything, but he really needs to send it, right? So we tell him, and he talked to Rezotone. He just talked, with normal like voice, not in his thoughts. Next day, afternoon, buyer arrive. Buyer arrive, look around and say, yes, I love it, but I will check for another 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, he come back and he bought this house. So next we have, one man, he have invention. He really need to find some special lawyer with, patent lawyer. He cannot find, I think, 18 days. 18 days he cannot find. So he talked with Rezotone. Afternoon, already another lawyer sent to him contact. Wow. Yes. Another student, she cannot for 2.5 months find something for her diploma. She start talk and she received, information so fast. She just found this. So, but another case, one girl sent to me a letter and she say, our father died 10 years ago. And he put in his safe something called documents about house property, and we don't know where is key, and we don't want to broken huge, safe, what to do. And I received Rezotone, and you know what? My father start talk to me during night. And I start talk with him like with a live person, and I start talk to him and we start ask questions. We send to him list of questions kind of prepare, and he tell them exactly what, where, everything. So it's also
Julia,
opening maybe abilities.
I want to ask you, this is really pretty fascinating what I think you just said, is that, so when people have had the Rezotone, all of a sudden there's
energy shifts.
Is it that their source connection, their connection to the divine, their source, their pineal gland, everything seems to be opening up and they're starting to get their awareness? I mean, are they, when you said they talk to the Rezotone, are they saying talking to the Rezotone? Like, can you help us understand what they were going through and how they were doing it?
And before you answer that, I just want to tag on what Jay said, because you had mentioned patents. I also want you to talk about this. This has 8 patents. Is that correct?
Yes, it have more. It have 5 patents which on our website, but right now is, scientists put extra technologies inside it. You have now Rezotone 12 you receive. So on those one, yes, extra 3. And in another page we have maybe 9 patents. So it's lots. I can tell you, Rezotone was created first of all, it's by Russian government to scientists was kind of order, because when Fukushima start, right, they really need to protect Russia from radiation. So they put these Rezotones all over the borders with China and Japan, like China. and they put on high, you know, pulse. So they already have inventions before, they already have patterns, so they just decide to put like a Rezotone. Yes, so it did protect, you know, did protect Russia. So this was happening. And inside so many different things. If you want to know what inside, I just want to answer to the question which Jay asked about connection with high source.
Yes.
One woman, she just sent this week, she sent her, like I can say, testimonial, and I sent to you today, where she's saying that before, when she prayed for people and tried to talk to them and help them, it was one thing. Now with Rezotone, it's so strong, so powerful, you know what she's doing. And by the way, she say, and why she sent to me, it was, by the way, she told me, main problem, she sent letter in picture of Rezotone, and she say, please ask scientists if it's still working, because I was washing Rezotone in my washing machine. I didn't saw it in my pocket.
Oh, wow.
But after this, you know what? Rezotone still have light, and we check with machine is through the picture, it's working. And I will tell you why. I will tell you now. This is really amazing. At the beginning, yeah, when we start work with Rezotone, what happening that people have Rezotone in few different cities in different places, in Los Angeles, London, Swiss, Spain, Moscow. And we found that Rezotones talking with each other. They talking with each other and they can fix each other. Понимаете, you know what? Maybe you know, maybe some you saw movie where is like alien arrive and suddenly maybe his outfit or something broken in some place and it start in front of the people. Eyes just goes back and it's like restore and fix totally. The same technology they have in big, you know, their ships. It just restores themselves. So this, you know, program also in Rezotone. So if one Rezotone suddenly like broke or something, all another Rezotones, they just fix it.
That is
that's great.
Okay, so I want to ask you something. So this is a med bed in a pocket. We're appropriately titling this show. So this is like a USB stick. You don't want to put this into your computer though, do you, Julia? You plug it into the wall, is that right? Or
you know what? Problems that in this Rezotone, 85 plus programs, lots of programs. So if computer not strong enough, it can just overwhelm computer. Okay. But you know what interesting, also very interesting. I, you know, saw this like, and also in other people, one engineer sent to us from Scotland, when you plug Rezotone, sometimes first time computer suddenly blink or dark enough to open again. What happening when you look at the screen or people look at the screen, you know, its entities start live in the screen, in computer, and they're using this energy. When people looking at the screen all the time, lots of energy accumulated. So Rezotone just removing this negative energy. But also for me, for example, in now already so many people, when you go out from home, yeah, you have second Rezotone, like, but inside it's like a guardian angel because it's fixing electric appliances in the home. So it's never will start like fire or something with electricity. Yes,
I did. And you know what?
Well, it fixes your electrical appliances.
And I have to tell you too, because I've noticed, and I didn't talk too much. I know April talked about her experience with it, but you know, and I noticed, like for me, what really got me, I don't know, you know, for whatever reason, I'm very, 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 very connected with source. And, you know, I know that this is what's being plugged in by my bedside. And I really
and you wake up, you say
right,
that all the time too.
Right.
I never connected it.
Yeah, I haven't either. But I remember I was talking to someone yesterday, Julia, and I said, look, it's weird. It's like I wake up in the morning and I have all this information, these downloads. I said, I don't know, number one, how I would even know that, where I would have gotten it from, but it's okay. It feels very good. You know what I mean? It's like, and I just apply it. It's like I get information, I know how to apply it, and I wake up like that. And I'm like, I couldn't have known that in a million lifetimes. I don't know where that comes from, but whatever. It
And this
feels
is
good.
plugged in our bedroom every single
This is plugged in there,
day.
so
I never
that's pretty
unplug it.
fascinating. I never associated
Neither
too, but
did I.
yeah, but that's.
And now
but
I'm
I've been,
thinking.
but remember, I've been talking
Uh-huh.
about that a lot lately. I'm like,
Yes.
where am I getting this stuff from? You know,
Mhm.
and
You know
but-
what? Because okay, for each Rezotone, what we understand, this angelic, rays assign exactly one angel. So people giving to this angel name actually. So if your angel saw that you so advanced and you so highly spiritual with such a high vibration, he understand, oh, okay, for J, we can open these possibilities, right? So, for example, you can start receive messages, not like you can hear to your ear, like a, sound, like, or like sentences. You can start receive them like I receiving like a hologram. Beautiful,
Oh, wow.
colorful hologram, but you understand what this means, So
Wow.
it's absolutely amazing. But one thing, Rezotone didn't support any negative people at all. It just didn't support. But what people doing now, again by secret, they just make their wish and they say in the morning and maybe in the evening and next day, and it's happening. And it's happening. So people already using this way, and they're sending to us, oh, is this happened and this happened? This is so amazing. And I say, yeah, but it's real kind of person there, a real angel,
Did you just hear that,
That's
everybody?
beautiful.
That
That's
people are
beautiful.
experiencing that they can make their wish, and then in the morning that happens.
Receive
Did I
it.
understand that right, Julia? They can make their wish.
Yes, but they need to make good wish, positive, nice
Gotcha.
Right.
for themselves, for the, community, nature, whatever, good wish. And if it's not happened right away, what happening actually? For example, one woman, she make wish, right? But her wish, not so easy to do. So it's take like 1 month, but everybody absolutely astonishing when it did happen. Her wish was very kind of not easy. It did happen. So, I mean, people very powerful, even without Rezotone, we can materialization with our thoughts, but with Rezotone, what happening that is, I understand, they connect people with God, they connect with creators, they connect with this, possibilities with another, exactly what you say, this high dimensional, realms. So, and it's they right now, and they're helping people now, because so many people now emotionally unstable, So this is very important support right now, very
For
important.
sure.
It is
And
it is. Go ahead.
you know what, Julia, I want to ask you, I just want to go back when I was explaining the testimonial, the personal with the night sweats, that was the original Rezotone. This is the new one, the Rezotone 12, that is even more powerful, like way more powerful than the original. And I want to just explain, Julia, now when it comes with a little snap piece on here, and you need to take it off. And sometimes you may feel like it's not going to come off, but don't worry about it. That's the way it is. You will get it off. But Julia, when people first get it, you suggest holding it right in the hand for maybe 20 minutes, and explain why and what that does.
Okay, you asked me 2 questions. First question, that second Rezotone 12 much stronger. I can tell you again secret. This angelic realm, they added their own programs. We see that place in the Rezotone fill up, but we cannot see these programs. So between different programs, it's like harmony between people, souls, anti-gravitation program, if you wish, I can tell you about this. But also, it's really amazing. For example, right now, people expecting, okay, at first what happens that they told to scientists that it's coming problem with spike protein. They told them maybe 7 months ago. So, I mean, before people start talk about this, it was around at least 3 months before. So scientists already know that it's coming to the planet. And this, angels, they add program which is helping people to dealing with this. So next, they taught to scientists that it's possible starvation coming, and that they want to add another program which changing metabolism of people when they totally hungry and starvation, and they will not die. So, I mean, what they doing according to situation around us, climate problems, something else, they just extra programs they are adding inside. But in other things, you know what? Now you have previous Rezotone and you have new one. Yes, new one stronger, feels stronger, but we have here like, 100 monkey syndrome. When we sell, for example, new Rezotone with all programs, in other Rezotones, which was sold like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, they also receive these programs. They just exchange these Rezotones between each other and they add these programs to those previous brothers or sisters, which was before. So if people have right now Rezotone 12, which adjust to receive more and more programs, never mind what will happen on the planet in the next 2-3 years, they will be added automatically on a distance, extra programs.
Did you get that?
I totally did. And
So
I
it
want to say
automatically updates. So it's like it automatically, that's very
incredible.
cool.
That
That's
is
very
absolutely
cool.
incredible. The other thing I just caught that you said, and I never connected the dot until right now. You said that this helps with starvation and hunger. Well, our eating habits have changed so dramatically, and we eat so much less now. And I'm wondering if it has anything to do with this. Like our eating habits have changed personally, but we're not near as hungry. We literally eat one meal a day, and then we'll have like a snack or an apple or a fruit in between or a shake. We run on so much less food daily now. Do you think it has anything to do with this?
Yes, because inside program which change metabolism, I will tell you now example for what we receive a pattern in Australia. In Australia, farmers sent to us a letter and they say, it's such a drought, everything dry. We cannot, grow up our plants. Look at our cotton plants. They just totally dying, no water. What happening that to this picture, scientists sent program which teach plants new kind of metabolism, but they can live almost without water. So now I can send you today presentation where you can see this all plants start blossom, they happy, they grow, and right on the entrance, like all around, diameter, like parameters, there is no signal where not go, which not on the picture, they dry dead plants, Wow. So it's change metabolism. So you have now program which accommodate, to this and checking how much you need actually to eat, By the way, I sent to you, I want to see right now at the same time, because it's so amazing. It's very interesting. You have filter. Maybe you also receive filter, right?
Oh, yeah. The water filter.
Yes,
right?
yes. So what happening in this filter? Yes, this filter received silver medal in international, competition in Belgium. Big, #1 gold medals to huge filter with electricity connection. This one actually for the military in Russia. Factory produce, they use in Syria, you can use anywhere. It's very good for the preppers people, right? You can survive with this filter in the wilderness anywhere, because inside this SSF technology program, when it's water going through this filter, it's absolutely coming clean water, no other molecules, nothing. But if animals. With animals, we have even video which we put for dogs and cats in different places, and they all go to this water. They start drink exactly this water. But I'm telling you, what happening now? If after 10-15 years, 1 billion people will not have water, right? With our technology, clean water, we can clean water in the ocean, we can clean water in the rivers, but now listen, this is absolutely astonishing. With our technology, we can create cube of water, frozen cube, right? Millions of this cube, 1 to 1 meter, for example, without any one another molecule. It will be pure water. And this cube will not melt it for 6 to 8 months. So it's possible to open stock market company, and it will be, commodity on the market, and sell this water in the cubes and transfer to any place in the planet.
That is amazing.
It's staying 6 to 8 months and not melted. Pure water. So it will be like, just
that in itself can literally change your entire physiology.
Well, yeah, because it gets rid of all the metals and everything like
everything.
that. Hey, Julia, I want to ask you about the gasoline. So there's reports about how this is helping save or prolong gasoline.
This
is that right?
Very interesting. What happening that our scientists, extremely highly and spiritual scientists, they have patent for the gas and oil, companies in Russia. With this patent, gasoline change density, right? So it's going fast through the tubes, and it's like saving gasoline. But this place where they make first time and after start make everywhere, trials. What happening is that all forest, for example, dying. So they put extra signal, and it's suddenly Ecology Association cannot understand why around forest start blossom, why fish return back to the rivers, why, birds flying and everything good. So what happening is that this technology, these programs, they decided to add to the Rezotone, right? And we start receive letters from the people, first actually right from Florida, from Amy, and she say, wow, we drive so far away and it's like saving gasoline. What is this? I don't even tell, right? We put much later this. So what happening is that, yes, it's saving gasoline up to 30%, and it depends on the car, what kind of type of car. So we have actually list of different cars and how much it's saving in these cars.
So you plug it in the cigarette lighter, right? Or the USB in the car?
In the USB in the car. Okay.
Yes, and what happening, listen, it's just so amazing, because when people start put inside, suddenly they send to us letter, yes, we're saving gasoline, but I'm not fighting with my wife now. What happening? But also motor change sound. I say because second program inside which fixing motor, and if people put in after 3 hours, listen, they can hear that motor in the car different sound. If they put through the evening, it will be already in the morning. But this angelic rays, they also add their programs which make harmony between people and concentration. So when drivers driving, it's not only affect them in their car, it's also for the drivers around. So it's make less accidental situation on the roads, right? And people, yes, very good concentrate, they feel good, saving gasoline, harmony. But now I can tell you something. I sent to you these testimonials, it's on our website. We have high level, very, special gifted scientist, his name William. He sent, so people who will have Rezotone, it will save their life. Those who don't believe, they will not have this possibility. And people can just read what he sent on website. He was driving through very snow, road, and he lost, it was torn, and he sure that he will have accident, and it's big, huge, hole, it's age, so he will be dead. Suddenly he say, it's without him, it's just something torn and his car back to normal. He say, I cannot understand, Rezotone was inside, I cannot understand what kind of power did with me this, it saved my life. What happened?
It's got to be that technology on there.
I believe it. One other thing too, I just want to mention.
No, I will tell you what happened with me. I was in minivan, right? And it was another passengers. And suddenly, and I have Rezotone just on my, neck on the string. And suddenly from the side, I see to this road with high speed going Jeep with 2 people, with so high, so fast. Suddenly our little minivan was lifted to the air and just put to another side of the road. So when police arrive and everybody, they cannot
Pretty
understand.
extraordinary.
Yes, they don't understand how come this car just on another side of the road.
That's some sort of
Wow,
technology.
I'd like to see that.
And
Real
those
quick,
people was drunk. Yeah, those people
Yeah.
have it drunk. You
I
know?
believe it. I just want to let people know too, because it's so tiny, you may not notice it. There's a little tiny hole on the very end that you could put a string through it, that you literally can wear it. So, and I never thought about it before, driving with it just here and there, but I'm going to start doing that now because I like,
Now I am.
yeah, especially when I
I'll
drive,
just wear this.
I hate driving because I like daydream, but this will help, I believe, keeping me a lot more focused while I'm driving on the road.
Don't
So,
drive.
well, I said when I
Yes,
drive.
yes, and especially if you have good sleep, because everybody sent letters. We never have such a deep, good sleep with Rezotone.
I can attest to
Uh,
that.
So happy.
Julia, we're getting down to the end here of the show, and I want to thank you for this. Can you give us any last minute words of wisdom or the things that you would like to share with people that are watching right now? Because I'm sure a lot of people are just really ready to go to the site, and we're going to give them the links and descriptions on how to make the orders. But can you share any last final words with us?
Yes, I want to tell you people, right now, people over emotional, they all in stress, you know, they don't know what to expect. Just please remember this sentence. This sentence was, you know, from my very good friend, Alphonse Wen from Holland, and it's worked amazingly. You should say, I am who I am. I'm not more than somebody else. I'm not less than somebody else. And after your name, and just with full voice, and you can repeat 2-3 times. Right after this, you cannot believe person starts strong, powerful, stable, and he know what he doing in this life. It's just amazing result. Alphonse Wen, very famous person in Holland. Yes, absolutely amazing result. You know,
And
when I pronounce this first time, right away, I stand up, I was in Stanley Park in Vancouver, I come back home and I start writing my book right away. And I wrote like huge, like 8 books.
8 books. Wow.
That's awesome.
And
Thank you
and
so
remember,
much.
if you didn't get that, everybody, you simply need to rewind. That's all it is, and you'll be able to get that again.
And I do want to just share our personal experience with this Rezotone product. I first received it over 6 months ago, and I really, honestly, I had no clue what to expect. And for 2 to 3 years prior to all this, I was dealing with severe, and I'm talking severe night sweats where I would literally wake up completely drenched. The sheets would be sopping wet. My clothes would be sopping wet. I'd wake up feeling ill because you're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold. And Julia had sent me the original Rezotone 6 months ago. Again, not knowing anything about it, I had absolutely no expectations because I didn't know what to expect. I certainly was not expecting a miracle by any stretch of the imagination. And plugged it in the first night into the bedroom, woke up the first time literally in years without having any night sweats. It was the first time I slept through the night peacefully. And I woke up and I said to Jay, oh my God, I thought it was psychosomatic. I thought, you know, did I cause that to happen because I was expecting something, or, you know, subliminally or whatever? I really was unsure. And I said to Jay, I don't want to get overexcited about this. I'm just going to give it a week. Maybe it was just a fluke. Maybe it was like the luck of the draw. Went to bed the next night, woke up, no night sweats, and again and again and again. And I haven't had any issues. Very rarely, once in a blue moon, if, like, let's say, for example, I'm working way too late or I'm in the front of the computer for too long throughout the night, you know, I've gone past like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, then it will occur. But that is it. This little device, and I am not exaggerating, has literally changed my life in the most best way.
So mine too, as a result of that, right? So you can only imagine.
And real quick, one other thing
Help.
too, Julia, you don't even know this because I didn't even tell you this, but you can carry this around with you as well for protection. And Jay and I spent a month in South Florida in June. And for those of you that don't know, South Florida is very, very heavily heavily. And it's also there's a lot of people, so it's tight quarters. And we were there for a month. Never got sick, never got ill, never felt any effects of anything around us, and carried it with us all day long, every day. So,
and we went the month before without it, and I remember feeling
yes,
like, oh man, I don't like the way I feel, and you could sense that you were feeling something. But when we went this, felt absolutely nothing, like completely like it did deflect something. So again, Julia, much love for you for doing this. So